In November 2013, the entire world joined hands to help the Philippines rise from the devastation brought by Typhoon Haiyan, one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever recorded. The typhoon brought unimaginable damage to people and property in the Philippines. More than 7 months since the monster typhoon swept through the central region of the Philippines, recovery efforts are still underway. The Philippine National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council revealed in a report last April that Haiyan affected more than 16 million people in the different parts of the Visayas and Caraga region. Some 890,000 families were reportedly displaced. Haiyan killed 6,300 people, injured more than 28,000, while more than 1,000 people are still reported missing. The total cost of damage is estimated at more than 89.5 billion pesos. Humanitarian groups from all over the world continue to help restore the lives of those affected, but progress remains slow, with millions of people still requiring urgent assistance. Some Filipinos remain worried about what their future holds, especially those with no shelter. One of the generous countries that extended help to the Philippines is the United Arab Emirates, which pledged $10 million to aid efforts.
The UAE government has been sending teams from the Red Crescent, and I think they are coordinating directly with the Philippine Red Cross in order to give help in the rehabilitation of our kababayans in the Haiyan-affected or Yolanda-affected areas.
Aside from the UAE government, many private groups in the UAE are also reaching out to people in the typhoon-ravaged areas. One of these groups is Basics Global, a non-profit organization based in the UAE that helps communities affected by natural disasters.
You give me 5,000 dirhams, and this is the house you've built. And these are the people that are living in the house that you've built. So it's something that you can hold on to, something tangible.
We were with an entity called Our Village, and they're helping continuously by now giving funding for SMEs so that they're able to give livelihood and not just give cash donations but also give jobs, job-generating activities for the families affected to be able to fend for themselves.
Thousands of Filipinos have been provided with basic amenities, shelter, short-term employment and livelihood support, including job training, micro-enterprise support, cash for work programs, and engagement in the repair of public infrastructure. Despite the encouraging response, much more still needs to be done. According to a report in April by the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, more than 5,000 Filipino families still live in evacuation centers, and nearly 2/3 of the fishing community in affected areas have lost their primary assets, the fishing boats. Typhoon Haiyan also destroyed more than 33 million coconut trees, one of the country's main crops, jeopardizing the livelihood of more than 1 million farming families, including 6 million workers who lost their jobs. But with the whole world joining hands in helping people rebuild their lives, there is hope that the typhoon victims can reclaim their lives. The international humanitarian community has already provided an estimated 4.5 million people with food assistance and 3 million people with emergency shelter. Above all is the remarkable Filipino spirit, the resilience of the survivors, and the positivity of the Filipino people will be the key to recovery efforts. Alex Abraham, Gulf News.